Hi Cancer, welcome to your soulmate reading. I'm going to look into this reading three sections. First thing I'm going to look at are those Cancers who are single and looking. And then the second part of this reading is going to look into those Cancers who either just met somebody or interested, flirting, or maybe just started a relationship or situations where maybe a little bit more complicated. Then the last section I'm going to look into are those existing relationships, those that are in committed, long-term, married, who have a significant other for a significant amount of time. Before I start the reading, I just want to thank you for coming back, for those of you who are returning, and welcome to those new viewers here for my channel. I did take a little bit of time off to get all of these videos up. I hope to get the rest of the zodiac signs soulmate readings, and then stay tuned to the October readings as well. So that being said, Cancers, if you can just go ahead and start to ground your energy, asking your guides to please bring forth messages for you that are helpful, that are pertaining to you, and if there are difficult situations or difficult messages, that you heed them and you understand where they lie in your life path at this point. My intention for these readings are to be beneficial for each of those signs that watch. Thank you. So as I ground my energy, I'm just going to take a couple of deep breaths. And the first question I'm going to be looking into for those single Cancers is, what type of a person will you attract? And these readings, by the way, are going to be looking at the next 4 months. So we're towards the end of September, mid to end of September. So September, October, November, and December for the end of the year. If I do get messages that take us over the new year, I will absolutely let you guys know. Cancer. Wow, I think I got this exact 3 cards for another sign. Interesting. Okay, Cancer. So for the first card that I get for the question, who is the type of person you meet, I get the King of Earth. So what I'm feeling is many of you Cancerians will be meeting somebody in the next 4 months in terms of work or somewhere where you expend your energy, because not everybody's working. These are general readings, so it would be somewhere where you either school or somewhere where you volunteer your time or some sort of hobby, and I'm feeling that the type of person that you will attract is somebody who is like the King of Earth, and the energy is very slow moving, earth sign energy, very solid and stable. I also feel, Cancers, that if many of you will be meeting somebody who's offering you a position, a new position, a new job, a new opportunity, and I feel that this person that you meet is, again, like I mentioned, will be around there. I also feel many of you Cancerians might actually be meeting somebody who's significantly older than you, and that's not going to be for everybody, but I'm feeling for a certain amount of you. A certain number of you. And I feel that this person initially you're not really 100% on, probably because there is that there's something different about them. I don't know if it's necessarily an awkwardness that I'm feeling from this card, but I'm getting more like a, not your type, not your usual type. So be on the lookout, Cancers, for somebody who's actually maybe you're not thinking of a romantic relationship, but I do feel that they will be offering you one. I feel that some of the Cancerians will actually be meeting somebody who's outside of their ethnic background or a different culture or a different country. They speak a different language. Again, that is a little bit different. I do feel the Cancerians not really certain, like intrigued, but not 100% certain about it. But what the guides are saying, they are showing this person here. So I do feel that this is an opportunity being offered by the divine, and I do feel that it must be, you should explore it. I do feel that this person, if you go on ahead, that this person and take this offer that's coming, that I see for many of you Cancerians, I feel that this would be a transformational relationship. Also, some of you actually may be meeting somebody who's really into agriculture or things on the outdoor nature, things like that. Very earth focused. I mean, it's an earth sign, but what I'm seeing is very like nature focused and a little different than, like, again, I just keep hearing that this person is really different than your previous relationships. And this is going to be for a small number of you. I do feel one aspect of you, a small number of you Cancerians, this person, how you know that this person is the one that we're talking about here, is there is an older relative that they take care of, and it's a female relative is what I'm hearing, and it could be a mother, an aunt, and that actually pulls at your heartstrings when you see it, because I think initially some of you Cancerians will see this person and think, oh, you know, nice person, but not something for me. But then there's just like little things as you get to know this person that really start intriguing you. And I see like a passion beginning between the two of you. So the next card I get for info of where and how you meet, I get the King of Water. So I feel like it could be in a celebration. It could be somewhere where you are, like a wedding. It could be, these are the energies that I'm getting from the card. It could be like a baptismal or a bridal shower or a baby shower. It's somewhere like that, and I think you have like mutual friends and families also. Or it could be, because I know that some people came up as work, that it could be somebody from work with the initial card. But when I ask the question where and how you meet, I feel that maybe you would be doing something similar with work, but more along with this card. Now that I'm looking at this card, I do feel it's going to be in some sort of a celebration, some sort of like a group celebration. It could be a work celebration as well, but I feel like it's a celebration of somebody's milestone in their life. Obviously, this is the King of Water. It could be somewhere also, you know, next to water. But what I'm really feeling is more like a celebration, an emotional celebration, or an emotional place. Some of you also maybe, when I'm looking at this King of Water, what I do feel is a place of healing, and it could be in a healing center. It could be in a medical center, somewhere where there's people who are sick, or and there's lots of caring, compassion. The next card is what the timing, and the timing is Page of Earth. I do feel that many of you Cancerians will actually be meeting in the fall, and if not in the fall, then I do feel it's going to be spring. I feel the winter time will not really be, that's not what I'm getting from this card. What I'm getting, it's going to be fall time, so it'd be like towards November, and then up until mid-November, and then if that meeting didn't happen, then you'll start seeing this romance blossom in springtime. Okay, so that's pretty much all that I get for you single Cancerians, and I'm going to be moving on to those who are in who have maybe just met somebody within the past year or less, I would say, or 2 years or less, and you're not really sure. Maybe it's just a commitment, maybe a little commitment, or you just committed, or it's complicated, or you're kind of flirting with somebody. There's somebody who interests you. Okay. So the first card I get would be your first impression. I get the 10 of water. So I feel that this person, for many of you Cancerians, may have been introduced to you by a family member or a family group. Can it be like a friend group or things like that, with people who you really have a close relationship with? And I feel that when you met this person, Cancer, you really honestly felt that this person would be somebody that you can actually settle down with, and you can see you growing a family with this person. I feel that your initial reaction to this person, it was like an instant meeting, a meeting of minds and hearts is what I hear here. So I really feel many of you Cancerians, if there's somebody really new and if you just started a relationship, you're really falling in love very quickly. I also feel many of you Cancerians, what I'm getting from this card is actually this can also be a union of a partnership in terms of financial aspects as well. And both passions kind of brought together. Both of you have a passion that you guys like to do together, and it's being brought together. So the next card I get is their first impression of you is the Strength card. So Cancer, they saw you as somebody who's solid. A lot of inner strength, like a quiet strength about you. I also feel that if many of you could have forgiven this person and they're really appreciating that you forgave them, and it could be that you again, this is the aspect of you already know this person. You may be in a relationship, an on and off relationship type of thing. And so you may have just gotten back together with this person, because what I'm feeling with this card is they look at you as they're admiring you in terms of strength. Or you may have like split up for other reasons. Maybe you had to go away to a job, or maybe you were in another relationship and then just split that relationship up and you're now back together, is also what I'm hearing. The next card is the relationship pitfalls. So Cancer, with this card, the Unity card, it's asking you to really be careful of expecting things to go in a traditional, this is the Hierophant card in typical or traditional tarot. And what this card is warning, what I'm feeling, is that it's warning you guys to be aware of pitfalls in terms of expecting things to go the same way they used to. If this is a relationship where you're getting back together, like it was an on and off, or if it's complicated type of thing, be aware of being too traditional or too much set in the old way of doing things. I also feel really important for you guys as a couple, or a new couple, or a potential couple, is to surround yourselves with like-minded people. Also, you would benefit from some sort of counseling, some of you, or some spiritual connection. But what I'm feeling is a spiritual connection that's outside of a tradition is really what I'm feeling for many of you Cancerians. Because this is coming up as a relationship pitfalls. Could be that you're meeting somebody with a different religious background as well. And it could be if you are single and looking, and then you quickly within the 4 months become this station of relationship where you meet each other. It could be the difference that I was seeing earlier on is the difference of religion as well. I'm going to pull an additional clarification card on the pitfalls for those Cancerians who just met somebody, or it's a complicated relationship, on and off, kind of flirting around, not really sure what's going on. One card just popped out. Sorry, Cancer. It's the Temperance card. So there you go. Really kind of balancing things out is a really good thing. And then this is the Sagittarius card, or this the planet of Jupiter, and that's also a very spiritual card. So what I'm feeling is spirituality is really, really important as part of this, part of yourself, your self-development, and also part of the relationship. So really balancing things out. Don't take things out of balance. If it is something that's causing some, you know, pitfalls in the relationship in terms of you are from two different backgrounds, two different religious upbringings, then I think really what you should do is kind of either balance the two of them together, you know, kind of respecting what each of them, or bring those two together if it's not a traditional religion, if it's some sort of a spiritual balancing that you two need to do. Also, having people who are like-minded, maybe if it is kind of like a mixed couple, then, you know, surround yourself with people who are similar. That is also what I'm hearing. Okay, next I'm going to look into those Cancers in an existing relationship. And these are people who, there's no question, there's a commitment there. You've been together for a very long time, or even if it isn't for a very long time, there's no question that this is a committed relationship. So the first question I ask in this reading, in this spread, is how you see your partner now. And what I get is Page of Air. So I'm feeling that some of you Cancerians are feeling that your partner may not be 100% happy with you, or saying things that can be deemed hurtful. Even though they're truthful, I feel like you're feeling that they're coming out without any tact. Many of you Cancerians that are couples may actually be with somebody who is of the air sign. It could be a rising moon or sun sign, obviously. I feel also that you see them as really well protected, and a lot of people like standing around them. In other words, you feel that they had to defend them. You see them as somebody who has had to defend themselves, and you see a lot of people around them helping them defend themselves. And it may even be they were defending themselves against you, Cancer. And you feel like a lot of people around them defending them. I'm going to come back to this card, Cancer. The next card I see here is how they see you, and they see the Page of Water. So they're seeing you as a new phase. They are looking to you, towards you, looking for a new beginning is what I'm hearing. They see you as very sensitive. They see you as kind of very intuitive. They see you great with children. And I think, Cancer, they are going to bring forth a message of love. Although you get this card now, how you're seeing them, maybe you're worried about this, but really what I'm feeling is what they see in you now is you're going to start seeing them bring forth messages of love to you, and gentleness and playfulness. And I feel like you're going to be able to start a whole new phase. So maybe you were having some difficulties where you felt judged by this person, or you felt that this person was a little challenging at times. Or maybe there was some delays going on, or they were handling something else that had not anything to do with you as well. But I think that is definitely changing, Cancer, because how they see you, again, is the Page of Water. So you're definitely getting messages of love there. Issues and problems, you get the Seven of Water. So issues and problems would be lots of procrastination, many different choices or options, being distracted, kind of, not really focusing the two of your energies. So you want to be careful with that. But really, the Seven of Water also offers lots of blessings. So definitely the blessings are there, Cancer. when I ask the guides, how can you make things stronger between this relationship, Cancer, I get the Queen of Air. So this is going back to the Page of Air. So I definitely do feel many of you Cancerians are with an air sign. And that can be challenging energy, air and water. I think you need to adopt some of this quality though, Cancer. You want to shave away things that no longer serve you. You really want to look at things more in the logical sense. You want to not be so emotional in choices and options that you have to make, or become too distracted with emotional wins, is what I'm hearing, Cancer. You want to be objective with this person. And most importantly, and what I'm really getting when I look at this card, and the message and the caption says it, and it's kind of standing out, be playful, be joyful, enjoy things from the youth, enjoy things from when you were younger together. I mean, if this is a long-term relationship, and bring things back and renew things, have more fun, and be a little more light and airy, not too emotional, because I do feel that this person absolutely wants that love to continue together. Even though there have been challenges in this relationship, this person really does want to bring forth that love, and they see you as that person who will do that for them. So for the previous readings, I haven't been guided to pick a card from the Archangel Oracle card deck, but this reading I have, so I'm going to go ahead and do so. And I think this message is going to be for all those Cancers in any state of a relationship, whether they're single, whether they just met somebody, or whether they are in an existing long-term commitment. So this is the message that you get, Cancer. You get crystal clear intentions with Archangel Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. So have trust in it. Trust in your own instinct. Bring it forth, whatever it is that you really want to happen. Whether it's the first type of scenario, whether you met somebody and kind of outside of your comfort zone, but you still have that interest, then be clear about what it is that you want and then go for it. If it's the second scenario where you just met somebody too, and then there's maybe also I was picking up some sort of a difference in culture or spiritual practice or some challenges there, then definitely be clear and move forward with what you want and desire. And then in this last reading with this existing relationship, they may have, what I'm sensing is some challenges and maybe some difficulties with communication in this relationship. Be clear in your communication, Cancer, and do not falter. Do not get caught up in the Seven of Wands, and take things light and airy and fun. I do hope you enjoyed these readings, Cancer. It is my pleasure to bring these readings to you. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you do resonate with my energy and readings. I do offer readings privately as well. You can contact me via email below if you want to set up a time and date to do so. Thank you again. Many blessings and peace for you for the rest of 2017. Bye-bye.